And there's a shot.
I'm not surprised.
You should eat something, you know. Do you want me to make some toast?
Yeah, big glass of red. That should do the trick.
Carla.
I'm joking. It's called gallows humour.
Yeah, well, just think once this is all over, you'll be totally shut of it.
And be behind bars and you can move on properly.
Yeah, if I can get through this court case.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Tough as old boots you are.
Tell me something I don't know. Go on then, put some toast on and some coffee.
I need a mobile phone.
Well, I tell you what, you can have one. When you're 21.
It's a safety thing. If I got lost, I could text you.
Go and get your PE kit. And you don't get lost. Go on.
Hey, listen, love. You really don't have to come to court today, you know.
I've told you I want to be there for you.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to be very nice for you, is it?
What do you mean?
It's going to be a lot of mudslinging, you know, Frank's defence, trying to make out that there's something we're going on between me and Carla.
Well, they can say what they like. Because I know you. And I know that you've done absolutely nothing wrong.
Dad, I have a mobile phone.
No, but I tell you what you can have. You can get 2 tin cans and a piece of string. That's what I had when I was your age. Now go sweep some chimneys.
Come on.
Come on, Carla, you can do this.
This is your last chance, Carla, to do the right thing.
Back off, you. You're not even allowed to talk to her.
Why don't you tell him that it's a load of lies, eh?
Frank, don't jeopardise your case.
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Sickening. Totally shameless.
Hey, how's things?
Oh, you know, I'll be glad when this is all over.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just going to have a cig, love. You go in.
All right, see you in there.
Yeah, okay.
See you inside.
How you bearing up? Listen, be brave. This is your chance to get some justice. Pay Frank back for what he did to you. Yeah? It kills me seeing you like this.
I'm just glad you're here.
Look, I know today's, you know, all this, but just try and focus on what everything's going to be like afterwards. Frank will be put away, and then we can be together.
Oh, I can't even think that far ahead. It's all right for me. I'm single. What about you?
Hey, I promised you I'd tell Leanne, and I will. I loved waking up next to you on Saturday. That'll be us. That'll be our life. Me and you together.
Carla, Connor.
Okay, this is it. Wish me luck.
Mrs. Connor, will you please tell the court what Frank Foster was like at the start of your relationship?
He was, he seemed lovely. He was attentive and funny, a real gentleman.
So were you in love with him?
Yeah.
And he was in love with you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had no doubt on that score. If anything,
Yes, please go on.
it was as if he loved me too much.
He loved you too much?
Well, he wanted to possess me, you know. It's like he wanted to control me. I just felt suffocated. You know, it was just like my life wasn't my own anymore. Anyway, that's why I knew I couldn't marry him.
Please, can you tell the court what happened when you told him the wedding was off?
He was angry. Very angry. He refused to accept it. Like I said, Frank's a very controlling man, and he usually gets his own way.
The sort of man who won't take no for an answer.
Your Honour.
Don't lead, Mr. Millwood.
Apologies, Your Honor. Please continue, Mrs. Connor.
He begged me not to leave him, and I told him I didn't love him anymore. He said it didn't matter. He wanted to marry me anyway.
And when you refused?
Totally lost it.
He lost control?
Sorry, I'd never seen him like that before, and It terrified me, so I told him to go. Go. Only the way he looked at me, there was just hate in his eyes, and I knew. I just knew.
Take your time, Mrs. Connor. Would you like a glass of water?
Please go on.
I thought I was going to die. I was terrified he was actually going to kill me. I remember in the moment just thinking that this is it. This is the way my life is going to end.
Do you need to take a break, Mrs. Connor?
No, sorry, I just want to get on with it.
Mrs. Connor, what happened next?
Then he completely overpowered me. He threw me on the floor and pinned me down. And I was begging him to stop. I did beg him over and over again. I told him no. I told him no, he wouldn't stop. He just did not stop. And he raped me. He raped me.
Mrs. Connor, please tell the court how you first met Frank Foster.
He was a client. My company, Underworld. Well, we worked for him.
And how did he become your business partner?
He offered to invest.
What sort of state was the business in at that time?
Well, we were struggling.
Struggling?
Yeah, without his money, we probably would have gone to the wall.
So, Mr. Foster saved you from liquidation?
You could say that, yeah.
So, you had to do whatever was necessary to keep him sweet?
Your Honor.
Yeah, but...
There's a name for women like that.
Your Honor, please.
Miss Davenport, this is not a theatre. Please ask a factual question.
You told the court you'd started having doubts about marrying Mr. Foster.
Yeah.
I imagine most women in that position would confide in a friend. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Did you speak to anyone about it?
My solicitor.
Why would you speak to your solicitor about matters of the heart?
Because I needed to know where I stood.
In what way?
But I know you're going to twist my words.
In what way, Mrs. Connor?
Financially.
Were you trying to force Mr. Foster out of the business?
Not force, exactly.
You tried to force him out, but the contract was in his favour. Is that right?
Yes, but...
You were determined to get rid of him, so you came up with a malicious plan to accuse him of a crime he did not commit.
No.
Frank Foster had served his purpose, and you wanted to get rid of him, didn't you?
No, it wasn't like that.
But when it proved impossible, you stuck the knife in, and you falsely accused him of rape.
I did.
We have established that you wanted Frank Foster out of your business and out of your life, but you've not told the court the whole truth, have you, Mrs. Connor?
I've answered your questions to the best of my ability.
I'd like to ask you about Peter Barlow. Oh, you look worried, Mrs. Connor. Are you all right?
Peter Barlow's a good friend of mine.
And a key witness during this trial?
Yes.
May I ask how this is relevant, Your Honor?
Relevance will become clear throughout the course of questioning.
Let's see where it goes, Mr. Millwood.
Thank you, Your Honour. Peter Barlow is much more than a friend, isn't he?
No.
You have feelings for him, don't you?
No. Well, yes, but just as a friend.
Frank Foster was an inconvenience to you and an embarrassment. You wanted him removed from your life to make way for Peter Barlow.
Your Honor.
Miss Davenport, I think you should stop there.
Please, Your Honour.
Peter Barlow has been nothing but a tower of strength for me. You're dragging a good person's name through the mud just to make me look bad. Well, I am not the one on trial here. He is Frank Foster. You know, the man who raped me?
What is your relationship with Carla Connor?
Oh, we're friends.
Do you see each other much?
Yes, Carl had a drink problem, And I'm in recovery, you know, a recovering alcoholic, so I was trying to help her through that.
Did you see Frank Foster on the day of the alleged rape?
Yes, I did. He came storming out of the factory, and he was very angry. He got in his car and he drove off fast.
What did you do?
I went across to the factory to see if Carla was okay, but she wasn't. She was very upset.
Did she say why?
She said that she'd just split with Frank.
And this was the first you knew of it?
It was, yes.
After the alleged rape, did you see Frank Foster again?
Yes, I did the next day.
Did the two of you speak?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said he'd given her what she deserved.
She being Carla Connor?
Yes.
Did he say anything else?
Yes, he said she... Sorry. He said she likes it rough, so that's what I gave her.
Tea with us.
When Mr. Foster made this alleged confession, how did you react?
Well, obviously I was angry.
I asked how you reacted, not how you felt.
I hit him.
It was a little more than that, wasn't it? You hit him several times.
Yes.
In fact, your own wife was there, begging you to stop, but you didn't. You carried on hitting him and had to be pulled off by the police, who arrested you for assault.
Yes, because I was angry because of the things that he'd said.
Did anyone else hear this supposed confession?
No.
So we just have your word for it that he said all those things?
Well, yes, but he did say all...
your attack may have been unprovoked.
No.
It may have just seemed the perfect opportunity to pretend that Mr. Foster had confessed and to beat him up.
No.
Because you've
no.
never liked him being with Carla Connor.
No, that's rubbish.
You said the next time you saw Mr. Foster after he left the factory was when he made his so-called confession.
Yes.
But you actually saw him the night of the alleged rape, didn't you, when you went round to Carla Connor's flat?
Yes, I did, of course. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Why did you go round there that night?
I heard Maria telling her brother that she was on her way around to Carla's because she said that something had happened.
So you went round there too? Why?
Well, like I said, you know, I was concerned for her. She's a friend.
Nevertheless, it was rather extreme, wasn't it, going all the way round to her flat when you already knew another friend had gone to her aid?
I was worried about her, and I knew how angry Frank was earlier.
Or you wanted to check everything had gone according to plan, which was that Carla Connor would falsely accuse Mr. Foster of rape.
No.
You were in a relationship with Carla Connor, weren't you? You still are.
That's ridiculous. Look, the only reason that me and Carla were close is because I told you I was trying to help her through a drink problem.
That may have been what brought you together, but isn't it true that this friendship then developed into a relationship?
No.
Even your wife thought you were in a relationship.
That was nonsense, and Leanne knows that now.
Except you were lying all along. You both were.
Order!
Why else would you be kissing her?
Sit down or you have to leave the court. Members of the jury, you will disregard the outburst from the gallery. Carry on, please.
Let me repeat the question. And may I remind you, you are still under oath. Are you in a relationship with Carla Connor?
Like I said, when Carla was raped, we were
Are
just
you
friends.
in a relationship with Carla Connor?
Yes.